What's good to the tribe? Just had to come to you today and talk about a couple things and then show you a record. A lot of people are going back and forth with this name or with the names. It's not in the name. And our ancestors knew this. It doesn't matter what they call us. Our ancestors didn't call ourselves half of the things we call ourselves today. But you know what they did do? Put in the work and the action to have people call them these names. It's the reason we say, deal in the ways of your ancestors. Try to be like your ancestors. It's not enough just to look it up and look up our story. You gotta try to be like them. And I'm not saying you have to do everything, but you need to be able to survive. Be self-sufficient for you and your family, or your relatives, or your tribe. You should want these things. You should want to be able to go outside or go somewhere else and be able to grab what you need as far as your own fruits and vegetables. Be able to go outside and do whatever else you need to do and not depend on everybody else. Because as we can see now, with everybody in lockdown, it takes but a second for your world to lock down. It takes but a second. So say all the stores and everywhere shuts down. What do you do then? Because if you were studying and trying to live like your ancestors, you would already be starting to grow things, to plant things, to put things in the earth. Remember, our new year had just passed. It's the best time. Start dealing in the ways of your ancestors. Start trying to be able to show and prove who you are. That's why we say, next time, especially when they shut it down again, which is gonna happen, what are you able to do? Are you able to bounce back? Or are you just gonna be running to the store for toilet tissue? Running to the store for toilet tissue. Oh my God, there's no more toilet tissue. There's no more meat. There's no more paper towels. And the list goes on and on. When are we gonna realize that we're too reliant on everybody else and not ourselves? We have to get better. We have to get in the ways of our ancestors. We have to be able to fish, hunt, grow different things for ourselves, be able to build shelters, be able to build all these things people talk about, greatness we come from. Build them, be able to show and prove, because your ancestors could show and prove. That's the reason they called them these names. But just want to drop off a record to you guys, and we'll go from there. So this right here is my wife V's record. Happy anniversary, baby. I love you. Production of Agriculture, Township 10, Choctaw, Alabama, 1880. Let's get it. So just to show you guys this record, people talk about land records. People talk about us working the land and able to produce things on our land. In this record, it'll show how many acres it'll show what type of land it was. improved, unimproved, farm values. It shows everything that's dealing with these rural areas and with these rural farms. It even shows how many hired laborers they had, excluding housework, white and colored. You even see what they paid these workers and the estimated value of the land. It breaks it down so much, you could tell the different types of crops, of animals, the different things your ancestors raised. I know a lot of you guys have these type of records with your relatives. And like we say, we're trying to get like our ancestors. You can see cattle ages, the type of lambs and sheeps that were produced on the farm. The fleece, the swines, as far as pigs they raised on these farms. It says cereal. You see barley, buckwheat, Indian corn, oats, rye, wheat. They even show fibers, hemp, and cane. One thing about these records, you'll look and see, and granted, this record is of all colored people, but you could just see the cotton they produced. You can see that they all grew Indian corn, which is called flint corn. They even have categories for potatoes, tobacco, orchards, nurseries, vineyards, and they even stored bees too. But I want you guys to go back on this and go back on these records. Understand what you're looking at. Understand that your relatives and your ancestors made this Indian corn. And who could only work the land? The copper-colored people of America, which your ancestors were the owners, the providers, and the workers on these farms. But just remember, we're trying to live like our ancestors. We're trying to live ancestor ways. The name doesn't matter. Proof is in the pudding. But I love you guys. Feathers up, tribe up, wise up, rise up.
What do you want, money? Sex? Sex, isn't it? Aren't you have some sex? I have a wife. What? I have a wife. What? I have a wife. Okay. Come on, man. All lives matter. All of us, right? Not if black lives don't. Kill us? What?